We have no time for this, Furion. What are we doing out here?
Last night in a dream, a great raven spoke to me and summoned me to this place.
We were summoned here as well.
Who are you, Outlanders?
I am Thrall, son of Duratan, war chief of the Horde.
And I am Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the human survivors of Lordaeron.
You are not welcome here.
Peace, priestess. They've come to aid you against the Legion.
It was you in my dream. But who are you to make such an offer to us?
I am the reason for the Legion's return. Years ago, I brought the orcs into this world, and by doing so, I opened a path for the demons as well. For my sins, I was murdered by those who I cared for most. Despite my death, war raged across the lands of the East for many long years, leaving entire kingdoms devastated in its wake. Now, at long last, I have returned to set things right. I am Medivh, the last guardian. I tell you now, the only chance for this world is for you to unite in arms against the enemies of all who live.
I'm sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanadon.
Priestess Tyrande, the undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Let the killing begin.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Our allies'
time
town
is
needs
short.
help.
I heed the voice.
I await your command.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
Speak your mind. I heed the voice of Elune. Signor.
Let's get going. Excellent.
Ashrathoraman. Indulata.
Make it fast.
Someone from these wilds.
Our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Gold.
The goddess calls. So be it.
The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Anudora.
Waiting on you. Someone threatens the wilds,
Your building is complete.
as the goddess wills.
Has sleep dulled
Your
my
building
senses?
is complete.
It shall be done.
Ah, the
Washiwa.
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls. For Kalimdor.
The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Where shall I strike?
Research finished. Insufficient gold. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
Who'd you want to kill?
Research finished. Research finished. Insufficient gold. Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Research finished.
The land and I are one.
My strength is yours.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Indulata. Anudora. Ashrathoraman.
Research finished.
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Research finished.
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town needs help.
For Kalimdor.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
I await your command. No problem.
Is there trouble? God, fly on my path.
Our times.
heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoram. So be it. By Elune.
Research in the name of Cenarius.
Where shall I strike?
As the goddess wills.
The land. The land and I are one. Records this Ashtarodana.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
For Kalimdor. In the name of Cenarius. God,
I heed the voice. By Elune.
Who's in this?
Ashrathoram.
As sleep, no
I
muscle.
heed the voice of Elune.
Records these times.
God's light my path.
Who's in this?
Someone threatens the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Anudora. For Kalimdor.
Our allies' town needs help. Research finished.
Anudora.
I am sworn to avenge. Goddess, light my path. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathorama.
Threatens these times.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathorama.
Are we being invaded? For the trees. I'm game.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathorama.
As sleep, no
Speak your
muscle.
name.
For Kalimdor.
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it.
Our allies' town
By
needs
Elune.
help. Research finished. God's light my path.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora. It shall be done.
Our allies' town needs help.
Ashtarodana.
Ashrathorama.
Threatens
God's light my
the land and one. Fetid wretches.
Our allies' town needs help. Great outdoors. Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Research finished.
So be it. As the goddess wills.
Our allies' town needs help.
Immediately.
Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete.
We're getting swamped here. We could use some backup.
Our allies' town needs help. An allied champion has fallen. Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete. Research finished.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Stormrage, show yourself! Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us. Our allies' town needs help. Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Goddess, light my path. More lumber is required. Research finished. Goddess, light my
Ashrathoraman.
path. Ah, the great outdoors.
The goddess calls.
Ah, the great outdoors.
We're under attack! Send reinforcements quickly!
Ah, the great outdoors.
Okalamdor!
In position. I shall not fear. Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. By
Goddess,
Elun.
light my path.
Immediately. By Elun.
The land and I
Ah,
are
the
one.
great outdoors.
The goddess calls.
Can I help you?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss.
Ah,
Research
the great
finished.
outdoors.
I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately.
The land and I are one.
Hi! Is there trouble?
What threatens these lands?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town needs
The
help.
land and I are one.
Your building is complete.
Ashatoraman. So be it. By Elune. As
Our
the goddess
warriors have
wills.
engaged the enemy.
So be it. The goddess calls. By Elune. So be it.
Awakened.
By Elune.
As dulled
I
my
heed the voice
senses.
of Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately.
Research finished.
The land and I are one.
I'm awake.
Has
I'm awake.
dulled my senses.
I am sworn.
Our time is short.
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
In the name of Cenarius!
Has dulled my senses.
Ashatoraman. Anudora! In the name of Cenarius! As the goddess wills, so be it. By Elune, so be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune, so be it. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Sentinels, attack! Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Ah, the great
Someone threatens the
outdoors.
wilds. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately.
Ah,
So
the
be it.
great outdoors.
Immediately. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Okalamdor. By Elune.
It shall be done.
Make it fast.
I heed the voice of Elune. Anudora! Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Research finished.
Hinduli Refad. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls.
What threatens
The
these
sleeper
lands?
has awakened.
Ashrathoram.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls. Okalamdor.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the land.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The sleeper has awakened.
The goddess calls. By Elune.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Our
Anudora.
allies' town meets our sacred grove
Hush,
being
there we go.
desecrated.
Your building is complete. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What is nature's call? The hunt is on. Making tracks. Are we being invaded?
Our
Your
warriors
building
have
is
engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Is there
The
trouble?
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune.
What is nature's call?
The
Gladly.
land and I are one. Something
Is there trouble?
Someone
amiss.
threatens the wild.
As
Your building
sleep
is
dulled my
I heed
senses.
the voice of Elune.
Are we being invaded? Hi! I'm Dane. Making tricks. Taste my spear. For Kalimdor! The hunt is on.
It shall be done.
Oh,
Allies' town needs help.
As the goddess wills.
The sleeper
By
has
Elune.
awakened.
Are we being invaded?
I'm awake. I'm awake. My strength is yours. I'm awake. I'm awake. My strength is yours. Where shall I strike?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Ah, the great
Immediately.
outdoors.
By Elune.
Our
As the
warriors
goddess
have
wills.
engaged the enemy.
So be it.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Our allies'
goddess
town
calls.
needs help.
Something is amiss.
heed the voice of Elune.
Is there trouble?
Taste my spear.
Our time is
Ah,
yours.
the great outdoors.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The
Are
goddess
we being invaded? Ah, the great
Our
outdoors.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Is there trouble? For the trees.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
What is nature's call? Ah, the great
Hi.
outdoors. Making trails. What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the
Has
voice
sleep
of Elune.
dulled
Hi.
my senses? The land and I are one.
Our allies'
Is there
town
trouble?
needs help.
Has sleep dulled my
The
senses?
goddess. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess will.
Our allies' town needs help.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. So be it. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Ah, the great outdoors.
As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Is there trouble?
Ashrathoraman.
Living is a mess.
What is nature's call? Ah, the great outdoors.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune. Anudora!
The hunt is on.
The goddess wills.
Ah, the great outdoors. Hi.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Is there trouble? Taste my spear.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Is a mess.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Hi.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
Is there trouble?
The
The goddess
sleeper
calls.
has awakened. I'm awake. I'm awake.
Hi.
Ashrathoraman.
Are we being invaded?
Our allies' town needs help.
Hi.
The land and I. Anudora.
What is nature's great outdoors?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our time is short.
Your land.
Dulled my senses.
Our warriors have engaged.
Hi! Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
The goddess calls. Ashrathoram,
Our warriors have engaged.
as the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoram,
What is nature's call?
Our warriors have engaged.
I heed the
The
voice.
great
Land
outdoors.
and heart is one.
Press the attack!
Hi!
Ashrathoram,
These lands.
so be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Sentinels,
Are we
attack!
being invaded?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice
Ah,
of
the
Elune.
great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the
Indulata.
enemy.
Okalandor.
Is there trouble?
Someone comes around. By Elune. Immediately. Anudora!
The land and I are one.
Our allies, our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Are we being invaded? Ah, the
I heed
great
the voice of
outdoors.
Elune.
The land and I are one.
In the name of Cenarius! Okalandor! The goddess calls.
Ashtaradam. Anudora.
Someone comes around.
Anodorini Tala.
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town needs help.
Ah,
An ally
the great
power.
outdoors.
Ashrathoraman. Indulata.
Our
So be
champion
it.
has fallen.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
Ah, the great
Our
outdoors.
allies' town needs help.
Aim dead center.
You orcs are weak and hardly worth the effort. I wonder why Manaroth even bothered with you.
Our spirit is stronger than you know, demon. If we are to fall, then so be it. At least now, we are free.
You actually hurt me. Are there none left to stand against the Legion? This is almost too easy. If I had known that this mortal resistance would be so weak, I would have launched this invasion centuries ago.
Our allies' town needs help. Priestess, the undead have constructed a final settlement. They are mustering new forces with every passing moment.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Goddess, light my path. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Your building is complete.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Goddess, light my path. My wait is over.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble? I'm game.
Goddess, light my path.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Immediately. For Kalimdor!
Hi! Gladly. The hunt is on.
Your building is
And I
Here the night of sacred grove is being desecrated. Ah, the great outdoors.
standing guard. Your building is complete.
Ah,
Someone
the
take
great
me.
outdoors.
In the name of Cenarius!
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Goddess, light my
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
What is nature's call? Is there trouble? Ah, the
Are we
great
being invaded?
outdoors.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Goddess, light my path. Our gold mine is running
The
low.
goddess
Make me trade. Hi! I'm game. Ah, the great outdoors. Taste my spear. The hunt is on. For the trees. I'm game. Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
Our
Someone
warriors
threatens the
have
wild.
engaged the
Ah, the
enemy.
great outdoors. Ah, the great outdoors. Are we being invaded? Making trails.
More lumber is required.
Ah, the great
Ashrathoraman.
outdoors. What is nature's call? Hi! I'm game.
The land and
What
I
is
are
nature's
one.
call?
Anudora.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Are we being invaded?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors. Is there trouble?
warriors have engaged the enemy, making trails. Glad our sacred grove is being desecrated. For the trees. Our gold mine has collapsed. Glad your building is complete. Making trails.
The goddess calls.
Your building is
So
what
be
is
it.
nature's call? Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Warriors have engaged the enemy. More lumber is required.
Someone
Are we
threatens
Our
the
being
sacred
invaded?
grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
Anudora!
By Elune.
Has sleep
Our
dulled my
warriors have
senses?
engaged the enemy.
What is nature's call? Is there trouble? What is nature's call? Hi! Is there trouble?
The goddess calls.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The hunt is on.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Are we being invaded? Aim dead center.
The goddess calls.
Hi!
Your building is complete.
Is there trouble? Are we being
I
invaded?
hear the
Building
voice
is,
of
your
Elune.
building is complete.
What is nature's call?
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
The
Create more
great
Anudora.
outdoors.
For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
Is there trouble? What is nature's call? The hunt is on.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your
Are we
building
being
is
invaded? Taste my spear.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What is nature's call? Hi! The great
What
outdoors.
is nature's call?
I heed the voice
Hi.
of Elune.
The great outdoors. What is nature's call? For the trees.
Something is amiss.
Aim dead center. Hi!
Ashrathoraman.
The great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wilds.
What is nature's call? Hi!
Come, you night elves! Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
Your building is complete. Our sacred grove is being decimated.
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
At last, the way to the World Tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
The roots will heal in time, as will the entire world. The sacrifices have been made. Just as the orcs, humans, and night elves discarded their old hatreds and stood united against a common foe, so did nature herself rise up to banish the shadow forever. As for me, I came back to ensure that there would be a future, to teach the world that it no longer needed guardians. The hope for future generations has always resided in mortal hands. And now that my task is done, I will take my place amongst the legends of the past.
Uncle Lothar wants you. Let me at him! Let me at him! Let me at him!
That's it. I'm dead. Ah!
Ambush! Run for your lives! Forces are under attack! The clearing ahead! Our forces are under attack! Let me at them!
That way!
No, that way!
Tremble, mortals, and despair. Doom has come to this world.
And this one time at bandit camp?
No. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone.